I'm here with Steve Nicholson, Chief Football Writer of the Derby Telegraph, after the Rams' 1-0 defeat at Nottingham Forest. Steve, your thoughts on that?
Well, obviously bitterly disappointing. You never like to lose to your rivals, and certainly not in their own backyard. I think the first thing we have to say is I thought Forest deserved to win. They got the only goal after the game after 5 minutes. Nelson Oliveira, low shot. I believe it took a slight deflection and beat Scott Carson low down to his right. There were other chances second half for Forest. Mendes had a couple. He got a good save by Carson and a good piece of defending by Stephen Warnock. First off, Carson pulled off a worldy save from Jamie Ward, and Wardy had a very lively first 20-30 minutes. So I think the victory was deserved for Forest. The disappointment for Derby was I felt they played the occasion and not the game, and that's the danger of these Derby matches, getting wound up, getting carried away with the atmosphere. Paul Clement spoke before the game about keeping emotions in check, and Derby have done that quite well in these matches in recent seasons, but I just thought tonight they didn't handle that very well. A number of the players you expect to grab hold of the game, they didn't, and they never really found any rhythm, any of the kind of usual quality we've seen from them in recent weeks. And in the final third, too many poor decisions, too many touches on the ball as well. You haven't got that time in this type of game. Get the ball, give it. Get the ball and give it. Derby are best when they're moving the ball so the opposition can't settle and block them out. Too many people, too many players, too many touches, wanting to do it themselves. And Paul Clement made a great quote tonight, I believe. He said, "We lost some identity tonight." And what by that he means is, Derby are at their strength when they're a team. Tonight they weren't a team. They were individuals, and if you play like individuals, you won't win games like this. So full marks to Forest. They needed this win. They've been starved of wins recently, so full marks to their credit. But Derby are better than they showed tonight.
So not too many positives for Derby, but maybe one of them was the performance of Stephen Warnock?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention Stephen Warnock. Obviously a huge blow that Derby have lost Craig Forsyth for the season with a cruciate knee ligament injury. Stephen Warnock's been in and out of the side, battling for the left-back spot with Craig. I thought tonight Stephen Warnock was Derby's best player. I thought first half he got forward, he put in a couple of very good balls, he defended well, very well to prevent Mendes scoring the second in the second half. So, he can be proud of his performance tonight. As I say, there are too many others who weren't at it, and they'll know that. It doesn't need to take me to tell them that. They'll know in the dressing room after the game it wasn't right. But yeah, full marks to Stephen Warnock.
So a lot of disappointment for the Derby fans, but obviously that brings to an end a good run of 10 games unbeaten, 8 wins and 2 draws.
Yeah, I think the important thing is to keep this in perspective. This is only their second league defeat of the season, second league defeat in 16 games, first league defeat on the road. They've just come off the back of 10 matches unbeaten, 8 wins and 2 draws. So, we have to kind of just feel the disappointment, think about what happened, put it to one side and then move on again. And I know it's hard, and I know you say the fans won't want to lose to their rivals, but this can happen. And Derby now have to learn from this. They have to understand that they are seen as a big scalp in this division, and that's something they've got to cope with, and that'll be a real test for them as the season progresses. But I say, keep it in perspective. They're still in good shape.
The lights are going out, so I think we'll wrap it up there. Cheers, Steve.